How's it going, guys? Welcome back to Planescape Torment. I'm still just kind of wandering around in the mortuary here. I don't want to talk to anyone, especially not the dust men, because I don't want to lose my awesome zombie disguise that I have going on here, and I feel like the dust men are more likely to catch me, whereas I could probably talk to all the zombies I want, but as soon as I talk to a dust man, then I'm probably done for. Oh, the Mortuary Sanctum key. I didn't really expect anything to be on their shelf, on this shelf here. I'm just kind of ambling around aimlessly. Wasn't really planning to search. I'm kind of just looking for like a doorway or something, get to a new area. But then I was like, hey, what do you know? I'm right near the shelf anyways, might as well check it out. And what do you know? I'm finding more shit. I don't know if I can go through there. I'm not sure if that's actually a doorway, and it takes me a hell of a long time to get anywhere these days. Oh man, I totally can go in this area. Well, there's all kinds of shelves and stuff in here, so I better get in there and try and rummage around a little bit. Who knows what kind of goodies might be lying in wait around here. So I found a pry bar and a Dustman request. I'll just give it a quick read and paraphrase for you guys. It just says there's a zombie that follows commands, and as soon as it's done its commands, it walks in circles. They're saying that maybe there's some lingering spell from decades ago or something from a higher ranking dustman. It's nothing particularly important. Nothing to document in my all-important journal, I'd say. But we got 3 lazy-ass zombies. They're just chilling out in the corner here. They might have some useful information. The corpse's meaty head was clearly severed at some point and hastily sewn back on. Several different sets of stitching, all in various states of unraveling, seem to indicate that the head is constantly being knocked back off and reattached during the course of its work. A number 79 has been cut into its temple, circumscribed by a fanged circle that appears to have been branded on its forehead. Oh, examine the fanged circle. The fanged circle looks like it was branded on the corpse's forehead long ago, presumably before it died. Oh, that's horrifying. It might be a religious icon of some sort, or a rite of passage. You notice that one of the recesses between the inner fangs has a small triangle within it, as if it has some special significance. Interesting. How did that mark get there, corpse? The corpse makes no reply, but looks like it is too far gone to answer any of the questions. I'm not sure exactly what I just stuck in my journal. He didn't really answer anything for me. Was there anything else to be said here? Anything interesting going on? They just stare at me. Of course they do. Of course they just stare at me. This looks to be the corpse of a well-aged, even ancient woman. Aside from the embalming fluid stink, the stitches sealing her mouth, and the number 679 stitched onto her right cheek, it's likely she looks only slightly different now than she did in her final years. Oh, that's kind of mean, isn't it? So, you doing anything later? They just stare at me. Well, I was hoping I could get a hot date. Oh shit, skeleton worker. Maybe they don't talk either. I've been avoiding talking to the skeletons, but maybe they don't actually talk either. I can't see how they would. This animated skeleton smells horrible, as if it had been only freshly stripped and prepared. Its jaw and major joints are tightly bound with leather strips, and a rough smock has been thrown over it. The number 1221 has been chiseled into its forehead. Pardon me, have you seen any skeletons walking around here? I have to ask why the smock. I mean, it's not like you have anything to be modest about. And examine the skeleton. The skeleton makes no reply. Great talking to you, Bones. Stay healthy. It seems like Morty's kind of sarcastic response. Wonder if this Greybeard would mind if I borrowed his body. Greybeard? Greybeard. You know, geezer, old feller, yellow dog. Old. Well, I don't think he's in any position to object. Why not take his body? Yeah, let's see. Morty studies the skeleton for a moment, then shakes his head. Nah, I'd need a fresher one than this, and something with a little more dignity. This one's all creaky and fractured. And you're not? Oh, you're a sack full of laughs. Morty glares at you. Besides, you're one to talk, Burke. Mirrors beg for mercy when you're around. Oh yeah? At least I have all my parts. You're not quite sure how he managed it without lungs. Let me tell you, Morty, there's nothing more satisfying than walking around, swinging your arms, breathing the crisp air through the lungs. It's great to have a body. I'll have you know that helping you escape the preparation room has now been added to my growing list of regrets. I should have let you rot. Some more, that is. Glad you feel that way. Let's go. There was something else I could ask this guy, though. Something else that might have been, why the smuck? Makes no reply. I thought maybe there could have been a funnier little branch to that one. And just the first one about this. Makes no reply. Alright, well I guess we're moving on then. That's all there is to ask the skeletons and zombies for now. This is kind of looking like I'm getting somewhere, right? Oh, if I head back down again? Oh shit, this is where I came up from, isn't it? Oh my god. Damn, there's this stupid area is so fucking large. I was wondering if maybe this big pit in the middle would lead somewhere, like there would be a staircase that goes down there. Nope, just a big pit for the sake of pits. Well, this key that I grabbed off this shelf probably opens this door that's right next to it here. Good thing we gotta wait a little while for the nameless one to catch up here. He's making great time. Let's see if we can open this up. Oh, right on. Yes, this key did work. Into the inner sanctum. And well, Morty, you go scope out this shelf and see if there's anything of value over here. And you might as well start heading towards the stairs there, because it's gonna take you a fucking while to get there. Nope. So let's just make for the downstairs then, I suppose. Oh, we're just back down on the second floor again. Now I actually really don't know what's going on. Isn't this the room we like started in all of a sudden? But now I came down through those stairs which I didn't have access to before, I suppose. Or if I did go up that way, I would have been just locked in that room. But maybe now this key will work in this door. Oh, sweet. Okay, so I do have access to a new area. Let's investigate, shall we, Morty? See what treasures might lie beyond. Bloodstains, rust, and other remains cover the surface of this metal slab. It's much larger. It's basically the same thing that I've read in some of the other slabs. I think I've actually read that exact one before too. Hey, I think this is junk. I think it's some junk that I can collect. Cleaning rags and bandages. Okay, right on. I didn't realize that sometimes there was just going to be shit on the ground that you could grab. I've already been in this room though, haven't I? But maybe now I have like the master key. I can get to a bunch of places that I couldn't before. Let's see if I fire up these stairs. It's just back to the third floor. Fuck, where haven't I gone? Oh, is this another set of stairs just next to it here? Maybe I can go down to the first floor. I don't think I've been to the first floor yet. Oh, this is totally all new. Oh, wait, we got some dustmen guards. And I think everyone should just leave me alone since I got my kick-ass disguise. I mean, it took a long time to put together, so hopefully it's worthy that it would actually fool some of these people. I mean, they look at zombies all day, every day, and somehow this one might still trip them up. What is this? That wouldn't, my key that I keep using wouldn't happen to work, would it? It looks like there's a main exit through here that maybe I can go through, but I think I kind of want to explore down on this floor a little bit first. Because it does look like that's how I'm going to get out of here, is through that way. Oh, shit. Do I try and talk to a giant skeleton? I get the impression that I would get my ass handed to me, seeing as all I have to work with is a scalpel. I don't think that's going to do a lot to their very durable looking armor that they all seem to be rocking. This big altar in the middle of everything looks pretty interesting. This looks like a large tomb. The marble surface gives it a rather elegant look. I'm not sure if I would call a lot of things down in the mortuary elegant, but they seem to have put a lot of showmanship into that one, so it does look pretty kick-ass. For a place that's built around, like, bringing things back to life and having zombie workers and stuff, it seems odd that they would pick something to give a big awesome tomb to when everyone else is stuck with basically just a bunch of bullshit. Another rusty blood-covered slab. All kinds of slabs. Mostly of the blood and rust variety, though. Well, the amount of area there is to explore in this game is obviously going to be very large. I just wish that I could do it at a slightly faster pace than what I have going on here right now. But I'm pretty excited about the fact that there's so much to be explored, so many little nooks and crannies of what looks to be like a pretty much like hand-painted world. This game looks incredibly well fleshed out. Oh, I can go back upstairs through here, but I don't think I want that. I'm not really finding a whole lot, so I might want to head towards what looked like an exit there. I think this is another tomb? Yeah, it's another elegant tomb. Well, I did a great big lap of this entire area and didn't really discover anything. So I think I might as well make my way through this, well, I guess I can't go through that, but what looks to be an exit right up here. Morty can just go ahead and kind of scope that out for me, can he? Well, I just pull up my heels there. Oh, come on, man.
I'm gone.
There we go. He wasn't even moving. For fuck's sake. I realize it's a long way, but you can't just give up. You're never going to get out of here if you just stand around. Oh, this looked like some kind of bridge to me. Now I realize looking over here that it's not really anything. I can't actually go to there. Fuck off. Alright, so I actually am going to need a key to this, or possibly just some sort of contraption to open it up. These are heavy tapestries made of some shiny fabric. The symbol of a screaming skull with sharp blades protruding from its sides is woven in the tapestries. I can't figure out what to do, so I think I have to risk talking to someone. Oh, this guy actually has a name. So he has to actually be like a significant character, right? He's not just another dustman. He's actually something. Soego? Soego. Don't walk away from me. I'm trying to have a chat with you. You see a tired-looking man in a faded black robe. His narrow face is extremely pale, and he doesn't look as if he's been sleeping. His shoulders are slumped, and the flesh sags loosely beneath his bloodshot eyes. He doesn't appear to notice you. He must mistake you for one of the cadaverous workers. Who are you? The dustman's head snaps up as you address him. Pardon? Did you just speak to me? Yes, I did. I have some questions. By the powers! The dustman jumps, then stares intently at you. You notice his eyes aren't bloodshot as much as they have a red tinge to them. Shira, you force an unflattering confession from me. You make a convincing zombie. He bows slightly. I am Soego. May I ask your business here? He glances at your scars. Looking like that. It's none of your concern. I'm not certain what I'm doing here. I woke up on one of the slabs upstairs and my memory's a little foggy. Really? The dustman scrutinizes you. You do look like you've been prepared. I don't know how you would have survived such pain. Are you in pain? You look it. How would I have gotten here in the first place? Well, Soego squints. He seems confused. Obviously, a mistake has been made. Either you were brought here by blood relatives, or dustmen, or... Soego suddenly hisses, as if an unpleasant thought has just occurred to him. Or one of the collectors. We learned about them already. Collectors? Yes, collectors. Packs of scavengers that bring the bodies of the dead to us. They may have thought you were dead. Soego hisses, and his eyes gleam. And they are so copperblind they wouldn't have cared to check before delivering you here. Soego studies you. It is fortunate you awoke, or you may have reached the true death before your time. Then there's been a mistake. I'd like to leave now. Soego nods, and the corner of his mouth twitches. Why, of course. Let me open the front gate for you. All right. Yeah, let us out of here. I don't know if I needed this zombie disguise so much. I guess one of these other dustmen might have, like, come after me. I'm not really sure what the worst they could have done to me is, though. I mean, I'm pretty much dead, locked away in a mortuary, so that it couldn't have been terrible what they may or may not have had planned. And I'm gonna be forever curious what the hell could have happened if I helped Iveen instead. But oh well, I'll stick by my choices. Very well, the front gate is now unlocked. You cannot re-enter. Can I ask you some questions before I leave? He nods. You may ask your questions. Do you know there's a corpse up on the second floor that's a human in disguise? If I may ask, are you alright? You look tired. So some courtesy up front. Soego manages a weak smile, and the corners of his mouth twitch slightly. I have recently taken ill. Minor fevers, nothing more. Sometimes they make sleep difficult. Anything I could do? He shakes his head. No, thank you for your concern. I'll endure. He frowns slightly. Was there something else you wanted? I have some more questions. Let's ask about Farod. Of course I know him. He frowns, and his eyes gleam red. A ghoulish man, no respect for the dead, and even less for the living. He's a scavenger, a collector. We already asked about that. Do you know where I could find him? I know he resides in the Hive, the slums outside of the mortuary, but I do not know exactly where. Some of the other collectors may know, if they'll talk to you. What do collectors do? Okay, I have some other questions. I'm missing a journal. Have you seen one? A journal. Soego seems confused. No, I have not seen one. And last of all, I'll ask about the guy upstairs. He did help me out, though, but I'm totally going to sell him out just because I'm curious about what might happen if I bring that up. Pardon? There's a man disguised as a corpse upstairs. I think he's spying on the dustman. What? Why would anyone... Soego's voice suddenly drops to a hiss, and his lips peel back to reveal a row of jagged teeth. An anarchist. His eyes gleam a bright red. An anarchist. Here? He suddenly seems to remember your presence, and he composes himself. Thank you for informing me. I will see to it that the guards handle this matter. I think that's all I had for you, man. Farewell. Thank you, Soego. It seems odd that you didn't have more questions for me. I didn't expect to be the one doing the entirety of the question asking, seeing as I'm a man who presumably just came back to life of his own accord. I guess he just assumes that I was never dead in the first place. That's the assumption that's going on here. Oh shit. Are these little ghosts like looking for me? What the fuck? Well, that was peculiar. Hey, even these cutscenes are full widescreen. I wonder if they were able to like improve the cutscenes and make it a wider aspect ratio. But hey, I think I totally, disguise removed, I totally made it out of the mortuary. That's exciting. It only took like over an hour, but I'm finally out of here. Let's maybe not talk to any of these dustmen, since they're gonna be rather confused that I just got out of there. Oh my god, you have no idea how good it feels to be able to walk at normal speed again. Hey, people just kind of like have conversations walking around. Well, let's talk to Pox. This cowled figure is hunched by the mortuary gate. His face is obscured by the shadows of his hood. What little you can see is his chin, which is covered with stubble and what appears to be a foul green and purple rash. Ew, that's gross. Did he just kind of get too drunk and fall on his face? The rash seems heaviest around his neck, fading as it crawls up to his chin. Greetings. The figure doesn't budge. There is a moment of silence, then he responds in a high-pitched voice that sounds more suited to a girl of 10 years old than a man. Hi! Who are you? Pox, I am! Hi! Pox? What are you doing? Do you know someone named Farad? I lost a journal. Would you happen to have seen one? That's so unlikely. Nameless one. What a peculiar thing to just start asking everyone about your journal. Mother, father named me. Wished a pox on firstborn. A curse given. Came true it did. Hi! Again, your eyes are drawn to the purplish-green rash covering Pox's chin and neck. I guess he never learned social courtesies. People tend to start with hey. They don't just throw hays out there and wherever. Oh, I have some more questions for you. What are you doing? Wait for debtors, do I? Hi! Deaders, corpses, why? Find a deader, take him through the gate, get some jink. Then again, I wait. Hi! Through the gate, why? Is the front gate the only way inside the mortuary? Hi! Only deader or dustman go in the gate, they do. You want pox make you deader again? Again? Yes, make me a deader, I need to get in the mortuary. How about I pretend to be dead instead? Could you smuggle me in like that? No, I had some other questions. Yeah, again? Many time you ask. Pox always do. So how many times exactly? Many time. Hi! I'm so sick of doing hi, but it's kind of fun at the same time. We've met before? Hi! What do you know about me? You a deader, and you don't stay deader for long. Hey! Deal square with pox, you do. Do you know anything else? Do you know anything else about me? You a deader. Well, fucking just repeat yourself then, I guess. Do you know anything else besides that? Nope. I guess that... Well, what if I just continue down that a few more times? It seems like that's about all he's gonna say. Alright then, how about I just pretend... No, I don't need to get back in there. What the hell was that? Dabis? He looked hardcore. I don't think it... He looks like he's repairing the thing, too. I don't really want to fuck around with that guy. A huge monument. There is no name or plaque identifying what it is honoring. These guys are, like, standing outside of a temple or something? Hive dwellers. We got a couple hive dwellers. There's infinite possible people to talk to. Let's talk to Baen the Sender. You see a heavy-set man with sharp features and a pained expression. Despite his huge frame, however, he has an effeminate look about him, and unlike the other residents you've seen, he looks to have bathed recently. As you approach, he looks up hopefully and calls out in a high voice, "Craddock, good sir?" What? A hopeful expression dies as he studies your face. "1,000 apologies, good sir, if I have given offense." He gives a slight bow. "I'm called Baen the Sender, third child to Baen the Sender. I am one of the many runners in the employ of the House of Senders." I mean, it makes sense that if you are a Sender, you're employed by the House of Senders. No apologies necessary, Baen. It's probably Baen, not Bean. You haven't offended me. Yet. No, I'll be more courteous than that. 1,000 apologies for troubling you with such trivial matter, but I seek Craddock, an overseer in the Hive. Baen looks like he's in pain, but alas, he eludes me. He looks at you hopefully again. Could it be you have heard of such a man? I'm sorry, I haven't. Baen gives a deep sigh. I'm bound to deliver a message to him, and as yet, fortune has chosen not to favor me. I could help you. If I came across this man, I could pass along your message. I may be able to find him and deliver your message for a price. Yeah, for a price. Baen face lights up like a lantern. Of course, good sir, if you can find this Craddock and pass along the message, I shall pay you for your troubles. All right, what's the message? Baen recites the message almost like a mantra. The shipment must be in the Cursed by the 3rd day or there will be a penalty. Baen frowns. I am told that Craddock will know of the shipment to which the message pertains. If I see Craddock, I'll pass along the message. Is there anything you can tell me about him before I go that might help me find him? He is said to be a giant man, stern features, that he's an overseer in one of the Hive's marketplaces. Alas, I know little else than that, good sir. I see. That's enough to go on for now. Baen bows. Thank you, sir. Should fortune favor you and you are able to bear the message to Craddock, be so kind as to return and tell me of it. I will see to it your efforts are rewarded. Very well. Farewell, Baen.
My journal.
Well, I guess we got ourselves a little bit of a quest. I'm actually curious, where the heck's my quest log? The journal. So does that mean... yeah, looks like I'm just not going to help out Iveen. Unless I possibly get things that I need for that and decide to go back into the mortuary. It's looking like I'm probably not contributing to that. Oh man, she's got a tail. Well, Annah seems interesting. Let's talk to her. You see a striking red-haired girl dressed in leather armor. Her right arm is covered with a series of interlocking plates that look as if they were taken from the skin of some creature, and a horned shoulder piece protects her left arm. Oddly enough, she has a tail that is flicking back and forth as you watch. Pike off! Greetings. The girl ignores you. Who are you? Can you tell me where I am? I'm looking for someone named Barrot. Do you know where I can find him? I'm missing a journal. Have you seen one? She looks at you strangely. Nay, she a horse girl? I've seen nothing like that, I haven't. Alright, I have other questions. And what is it you want? What is this accent I've chosen? What way is it that I'm speaking now? You know you've got a tail. Don't be that direct, man. Can you tell me where I am? You're lost? But you're about to find trouble. Make yourself lost somewhere else, bubber. Well, let's ask her about the tail then. Fuck her. If she's gonna be rude to me, I'm asking her about the tail. Do I know? The girl looks at her tail. So I do. And here I was thinking that it was a trick of me eye. My, aren't you a sharp cutter? She bares her teeth. Why don't you piss off to whatever hole you crawled out of and leave me be? Me nor my tail is for trade, jig. I was just curious. Oh, we got Morty talking here now. It's just as well. Neither you nor your tail are for sale. You couldn't squeak out a living with him anyway. What are you about, you blighter? Say it again. He didn't say anything, but I'm still curious. Why do you have a tail? He said you couldn't make a living selling yourself. God, that's a really horrible insult to say. Like, you wouldn't even make it as a prostitute. He said, I disagree, that you couldn't make a living... He said, and I disagree. He said, and I disagree. What's all this now? You be playing stern hardhead? Friendly hardhead with me? She sneers. Pike off, you lecherous filth. I have other questions. Tell me about the tail. Nah, that's about... I probably don't want to push her too much. Nah, I'm gonna push her down the tail thing a little bit more here. I'm just curious, why do you have a tail? The girl's eyes narrow to slits. Are you daft? Can it be that you're dumber than stone, or mayhaps you're the power of ignorance? May the Davus brick you over and make you a street. Look, she's a tiefling, chief. They got some demon's blood in them, and that makes them paranoid and defensive. Nice tail, though. Shame it's plastered on such an ugly body. Whoa, now. You better latch your bone box, you foul-mouthed mimmer, for I splits it from your jaw, jig. Why don't you try and split my jaw, chit? I'm liking all these, like, kind of made-up insults or, like, bad language. All I'm hearing is a lot of chatter from some hive trash. Throw a punch, I dare ya. I'll bite your legs off. Enough. That's right. Leash your mimmer, tard, or I'll bury him with his body, jig. Mimmer, what are you talking about? Hey, mimmer, what the gulf between your ears so wide, me words echo? Yet. You still haven't answered my question. What's a mimmer? Mimmer's a talking encyclopedia. That's me, chief. Got it. She glances at Morty, then at you, then sneers. I guess I know which of you has the brains, eh? Yeah, well, farewell. I've had enough of you, Anna. We're getting nowhere with this. I pike off to wherever you came from, then. I'm just gonna leave. Hey, she's kind of Scottish sounding. I have no idea. I don't even remember what kind of fucking voice I was doing now, but I'm sure it was spot on accurate. I was having troubles earlier in this episode, so I have no idea how long I've been recording, like how much of this is actually going to make it into the final edit of the video. I think this one's probably going to end up being a little bit longer, so I'm going to cut it off here now because I've totally lost track of things. I'm looking forward to getting a chance to explore things in the Hive and move on beyond the mortuary, seeing as how long I spent there. It's already fun having people to talk to again, rather than just wandering aimlessly around chatterless zombies. So thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you again tomorrow.